Hello to you. I do hope you're well. I'm Ben Wardle, and today I want to talk with you about greatness and the importance of choosing greatness so that you will make the maximum progress possible and fulfill your full potential during your time in education. Now, greatness is all about striving to become your best, fulfill your full potential, and achieve great things. And I am a firm believer that as human beings, we are all capable of greatness. It all comes down to the decisions that you make and the choices that you make. And I really do believe that every single person is capable of achieving great things, not only in education, but also in life. And as I say, it all comes down to the choices that you make. And today I want to talk about the 5 important choices you need to make every day in order to choose greatness, in order to achieve great things and become the very best version of yourself. And they are to G, give it 100%, R, respect everybody, E, engage positively, A, arrive on time, and T, take responsibility. And actually, I think that final one is, for me, the most important one, because in life, it is so important to take responsibility for your actions and to take responsibility for your future. If you want to achieve really great things in your life, then you need to take responsibility for the choices that you make. Because as Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. So you need to take responsibility for your choices and take responsibility for being the very best version of yourself every single day and in everything that you do. So greatness is a choice. This is my main mantra. This is my key philosophy. And so I want to start today by talking about what that actually means. And so I thought we could start with the dictionary definition of greatness, which means the quality of being great. It's about eminence and distinction. In other words, it's about becoming your best and becoming the best. I want you to strive not only to become the best version of yourself, but also the best version of humanity, to become the very best human being that you can be, so that you become a leader and a role model for others around you. Greatness is about striving to become your best and fulfill your full potential. So another way of putting this is that it's about aspiring to excellence. So in everything that you do, you are thinking, how can I be my best? How can I give it 100%? How can I make progress? And how can I inspire others to do the same? Because greatness is not just about gaining things for yourself. It's not just about you being the best and the most successful. It's also about then contributing to the common good of society. So it's about thinking, how can I use my skills and my talents to make a positive difference in the world around me? How can I be the change that I want to see in the world? How can I inspire others? How can I be a good role model? How can I be a good leader? And I really, really believe that everybody, as I say, can choose and achieve greatness. Your success all comes down to the choices that you make. And I really do believe that success is achieved through effort and determination. So it's all about the hard work you put in. It's about having resilience. It's about working hard, and it's about achieving really great things as a result. So before we start looking at each of the 5 components in detail, here's what I want to say. I want to say that you are capable of achieving great things in education and in life. It all comes down to the choices that you make every single day. So believe in yourself, be confident, and know that with hard work, effort, and determination, you can achieve great things. Aspire to achieve grade 9s, aim for A stars, aim to go to a top university, to have an amazing career, to have a really successful life, because you can do it. And that is because greatness is a choice. Now, that's not to say it's going to be easy, and that's not to say you won't make mistakes and you won't face obstacles and difficulties. But the important thing is that whenever something does go wrong, we are able to pick ourselves up, we are able to learn from that obstacle, and we can then grow because of it. So please don't think that everything in life should go really easily. You need to be ready to face obstacles. You should expect to face challenges. And actually, you should look forward to facing them, because it is only because of the obstacles and challenges that we face that we can actually grow and develop into the best versions of ourselves. So do not let obstacles and challenges deter you or get you down. Get into the good habit of being resilient. So no matter what obstacles you face, you remain committed, you remain driven, and you remain focused on achieving your goals. So let's start with the first component of greatness, which is to give it 100%. And this is all about the effort that you put into the things you're doing. So whatever it is that you're doing, give it 100%. And this is based on what Dr. Carol Dweck wrote in her famous book on a growth mindset. She said that effort is the key to mastery. So if you want to succeed, if you want to achieve, you need to put in effort and hard work. And that leads me to this clear conclusion that success in life is achieved through effort and determination. Winning and succeeding is the result of working. So with practice, we can improve. And that is very important to know, that if you do put the work in, if you do make it your mission to work hard, to practice, and to improve on a daily basis, then over time, you will achieve really great things. So as long as you've tried your best, that's all that matters. You know, this is something my mum used to say to me after I'd done an exam at school. And she would say that as long as you've given it your all, as long as you've tried your best, that's all that matters. I'm proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. And that is something that I say to my students today. I don't expect you to get 100% in every exam. I don't expect you to get full marks and to get everything right. But what I do expect you to do is give it 100%, because as long as you have tried your best, as long as you have made yourself proud, then actually that is something to celebrate. So I'll say it again because it is so important. As long as you've tried your best and as long as you've given it 100%, that is all that matters. You should be very proud of yourself. So to give it 100%, in summary, means to strive to do your best, give it your best shot, and then be proud of the progress you make as a result. In everything that you do, give it 100%. Do not be lazy. I always say there are two things that I cannot stand in life, and they are rudeness and laziness. So do not be lazy. Don't waste an opportunity. Don't waste your potential. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever lesson you're in, whatever activity you're doing, whatever test you are doing, give it 100%. Bring your best, be your best, and give it your best shot. And if you do that, you should be very proud of yourself. And I think you will see yourself making really excellent progress. You know, always try and make those daily improvements. Always try to give it 100% so that you can be better than how you were yesterday. Let's move on to our second one, respect everybody. And as I just said, there are two things I cannot stand, and they are laziness and they are rudeness. And that is why I believe the second key component of greatness is to respect every single person without exception. And of course, this is a golden rule that we see in all the world's religions, isn't it? To treat others as you would like to be treated. And I think the foundation of this is the fact that we are all human beings. We are all human beings, and so we all deserve respect and consideration. And so, in terms of how you conduct yourself on a daily basis, you need to be considerate of others. You need to be treating others as you would like them to treat you. I think a great place to start is with those basic manners. So you should always speak politely, make sure you're saying please and thank you, and you should have good manners. So you should offer to hold a door open, offer someone your seat on public transport. You should make, an effort to consider other people around you and think about how you can help them. I also think it means being kind to everyone. So when you see someone, you should smile, say hello to them, ask them how they are. Try and be inclusive. If you notice somebody is looking a bit left out or they seem lonely, make it your mission, make an effort to include them and check that they are okay. And then on the other side of that, it's also about not being unkind to anyone. So even if you're not going to go out of your way to be kind, make sure you are never unkind. So never treat anybody in an unkind way. So refrain from unkind words, comments, or judgments. Do not discriminate against people and do not cause them harm. Again, you've got to think, treat others as you would like to be treated. Would you like to be treated unkindly? No, you wouldn't. So don't treat anybody else in that way either. There are absolutely no excuses for disrespect or rudeness. You know, there are so many things that I think we can excuse in schools. For example, if you've forgotten your homework once, or you were late to one of your lessons, you know, we can understand that and we can learn from that. One thing that I think we can never excuse, and I personally will never excuse, is being rude or disrespectful. There is absolutely no reason for it. There is no excuse for it. So if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Make sure that in your words and in your actions, you are always treating others as you would like them to treat you. And that rule needs to be applied at all times. That applies when you're in school, that applies when you're in public, that applies on social media as well. Make sure you are known as a kind, respectful person. Do not create a reputation for yourself where people think that you are unkind and you are not a pleasant person. So there is my second key component. In everything that you do, make sure you are treating everybody with respect, no matter who they are, whether they're similar to you or different from you, whether you know them or not. Everybody must be treated with respect and with kindness. Our third key component then is to engage positively. And engaging positively is about the attitude you have towards your learning and towards life. It's about having a positive, confident, and optimistic attitude to learning because your mindset matters. The way in which you see things has a massive impact on how you experience the world around you. So try to go into things with an optimistic attitude. Try not to rule yourself out or write yourself off before you've given it a go. Don't say, oh, I'm not going to be good at this. I'm not going to enjoy this. Try to give it a go. Try to have a positive outlook towards it. So again, what does that look like in practice? Well, it means contributing and participating positively in the classroom and in the community. So get involved in things and encourage others to do the same. It also involves aspiring to inspire others. I spoke before about being a leader and setting a good example. I think one of the best things we can do as human beings is set a good example for others and inspire others to become their best. So, you know, look for opportunities to inspire other people, to encourage them to contribute, to encourage and inspire them to be positive, confident, and optimistic themselves. Seek to make a positive difference through your contribution. Whenever you're doing something, think about how can I add value here? How can I help people here? What positive difference can I make in this situation? And then a really important part of engaging positively is to be resilient. As I said before, we are all going to face obstacles and we are all going to face challenges in our lives. The important thing is that we embrace those challenges and we seek to learn from setbacks, because every obstacle you face is an opportunity to learn, progress, and improve. So do not fear failure. Do not be worried about making a mistake or getting something wrong. Remember, every obstacle is an opportunity. Every challenge is a chance to grow and develop. We are all human beings. We all make mistakes. We all get things wrong. The important thing is that we learn from them. So if your mistake has involved harming somebody else, hold up your hands, apologise, and seek to make amends. And then with any mistake that you've ever made, see it as a lesson. See it as an opportunity to learn, develop, grow, and improve. We all go through these challenges. We all face obstacles. What matters is how we respond to them. We want to respond in a really positive way by learning from it, growing from it, and developing as a result of it. Our fourth component for greatness then is to arrive on time. So this is all about your punctuality and your timekeeping, because punctuality and being on time is an important life skill. Think about it. When you have a job in the real world, your employers will expect you to be punctual. You need to be arriving on time because that is what is expected as part of your job. So we need to get into that good habit. It is good manners, but it's also a very good habit for the future. Another example I like to give to students is that if you're going on holiday and you are late to the airport, the plane is not going to wait for you, is it? It does not matter whether you still want to go on the holiday. If you've arrived late, the plane has taken off. It's halfway down the runway and you are not on board. So if you don't want to miss the plane and you want to go on that holiday to the Maldives, you need to make sure you are on time. So that involves leaving plenty of time to get to the airport and then being sat down on that plane on schedule. So again, another example, whether it's in work or whether it's going on holiday, you've got to be on time if you want to get on the plane, if you want to do well in your job. So that means we need to get into the good habit of arriving on time now every single day. And again, it is good manners. It's a good habit and it's a really good thing to do. So make sure you set an alarm, plan your journey to school and leave time to spare. And make sure that then with your lessons, you are getting to your lessons on time as well, especially after break, especially after lunch. Make sure you're checking your watch and make sure you are getting to your lessons on time. You will also need to do that when you do your exams. You can't rock up to your exam 5 minutes late and just wander in. So as I say, you've got to be self-disciplined. You've got to hold yourself to account. You've got to take responsibility for being on time. And we know that attendance in general is really important. So we've got to make that effort to attend school regularly, daily, and to attend on time. We know that when you're in the classroom, that's when you are learning, which means you can then make progress, and then you will achieve really great things in your exams and your education. And so we say maintain at least 97% attendance so that you're not missing out on learning. Obviously, there are exceptional circumstances some people face, which means they might spend a bit longer out of school. But on the whole, you know, you should really be trying to be in at least 97% of the time. If you're well enough, then get yourself in so that you're making progress, you're learning, and you're then achieving really great things. So that brings us to the fifth key component for greatness, which, as I say, I do think is the most important. And this is T, to take responsibility. I believe that every single one of us is the master of our own destiny, which means you are responsible for the choices that you make, and you are therefore responsible for the success that you achieve. So you need to take responsibility for your actions and for your future. It all comes down to you because you are accountable for your actions. We have free will as individuals, although that is something we obviously debate in psychology. But let's assume we do have free will. That means you are the one who has chosen the choices that you've made. You are the one that has chosen to act in a certain way. So take responsibility for your actions. Take responsibility for your choices. And an important way to remember this is to remember that every choice has consequences. So everything you choose has a consequence. So you must always think before you act. Always think, will this choice, will this action move me in the right direction? Will this help me to achieve great things, or will this not? Is this going to be a mistake? Am I going to regret this? I think a great way to think about it is to ask, is this going to benefit me? Is this going to benefit other people? Or actually, is this going to harm me? Or is this going to harm other people? Because if it's going to cause harm rather than a benefit, why are you doing it? So only do things that will benefit you and benefit others. Do not do anything that will harm you and your success or harm other people. And as I say, you are the master of your destiny. Your choices shape your life. The choices you make today will have an impact on your success in the future. So make the right choices today, and you will then be very thankful for doing that in years to come when you are enjoying success. You know, we don't achieve success overnight. It is a long-term project. There's a famous quote that an overnight success is really 10 years in the making. So start putting the work in now. Take responsibility for your future success and your future achievement. Start putting that hard work in today, and that will then pay off for you. Think of the long term. So many people just think of short-term gratification and short-term pleasure. You know, they want to play their Xbox game now. They want to feel good now. But really think of the bigger picture. If you put in the hard work now, you will enjoy really great success in the future. So always see the hard work you're doing now as an investment in your future. And always remember that how you treat other people now is going to have an impact on how they see you in the future. So lay the foundations today, take responsibility for your actions and your future today, and that will pay off for you. An important part of taking responsibility then is to be organised. Take responsibility for your learning. Make sure that you've packed your bag, for example. Make sure you've done your homework, you've got your equipment, that you know what lessons you've got that day. And also, another important part of taking responsibility is about when you make a mistake. Because as I've mentioned, we all make mistakes. We are all human beings. Everybody makes multiple mistakes throughout their lives. Here's the important thing. You need to take responsibility for them. Do not try and evade responsibility. Don't blame other people. Don't try and get yourself out of it. Do not bury your head in the sand. When you make a mistake, which everybody does, make sure you are honest about it. Tell the truth to your teachers, tell the truth to your parents and others. Take responsibility for it and seek to learn from it. That is what being a good, decent human being is all about. It is a sign of strength, it is a sign of integrity, and it is a sign of good character. So if your actions have caused harm, apologise to that person, seek to make amends, and then you can move on with a lesson learned. But never, ever evade accountability for your actions. Hold your hands up, take responsibility, make amends, apologise, and learn from it. That, for me, is what being a strong, decent, honourable human being is all about. So, you know, take responsibility. It has quite a few components to it, doesn't it? But, you know, the core message is take responsibility for your actions, take responsibility for your choices, and take responsibility for your future success. And if you do that now, that will pay off for you for many years to come. So the final question I've got to ask you is, are you ready for greatness? We all have one lifetime on this planet. The average person in the UK lives for about 88 years. So we need to make the most of it. Make it your mission then to become your best, fulfill your full potential, and achieve great things, not only in education, but also in life as a whole. Really think about what you want to achieve in school, but also what you want to achieve in life. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? And what do you want to achieve? See every day then as an opportunity to progress towards that achievement. Every single day is an opportunity to show greatness and to progress towards greatness. So in everything that you're doing, give it 100%, respect everybody, engage positively, arrive on time, and take responsibility. Strive to always become the best that you can possibly be and aspire to make a positive contribution to the common good of society. So become your best and then think about how you can use your skills, your talents to help other people, to make a positive contribution. We all should strive to leave the world and to leave our local community in a better place than we found it. So think about your contribution. How can I help people at school? What can I contribute to society? What good can I do? As I say, be a leader, be a role model, be the change you want to see in the world. And finally, here's what I want to say. Be confident in your capabilities. You need to believe in yourself, and you need to remember that with hard work and resilience, you can achieve great things. So dream big, you know, be ambitious about what you want to achieve, work hard and be kind. And when I say be kind, I mean be kind to yourself, look after yourself, and be kind to other people. Be your best and you will achieve great things. Have a good day, and I hope you choose greatness and achieve great things in your life.